situation at hand is just unnecessary. Are you seeing this as a function of marriage being difficult, is bad? You've not mentioned infidelity yet.
I am planning to prank my husband. I had to come to the children's room to do this video because I don't want him to hear me. So I'm planning to prank the girls. Gosh, I'm planning to prank my husband, and I've done this before on the channel. I'll leave a card up here so you guys can check it out. And that particular video, a lot of people enjoyed watching it. I think it's been maybe 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. We've just been having unending stupid misunderstandings and just miscommunication. We have kind of settled things. So we're in this phase where we're still trying to gradually ease into getting back to our regular discussion and communication. So, you know, there's a bit of silence here and there. And I feel like he still thinks I've not gotten over it. But when I thought of this prank, I decided to now step on the gas and stay a lot more quiet, you know. I'm doing this with someone who is used to the idea of me carrying my camera around, so I don't know how I'm going to keep my camera. The whole idea of this whole thing is I'm going to tell him that I've sat down and I've been thinking about it, and I'm going to mention that I called my uncle as well, and I want to stay at my mom's place while we sort out our being separated. I would also mention the children because he's very used to saying, you know, the children need us to, you know, not just present a united front, but actually be united and communicate. And I'm just going to try and disagree with him on that. I don't know how this is going to go. It may fail. It may fail. Another problem though, which was a problem in the last prank video, is that he doesn't wear shirts. So right now he's shirtless. How am I going to do this thing? How do I position this camera in a way that you're not seeing his boobs? Because if I do it now, he's not ready to wear his shirt. At this point, I don't know what to do. So, he just stepped out of the room. He's actually having breakfast. So, I want to see if I can position my camera in a way that when he comes, I don't need to adjust anything and we can just go straight into the discussion. It's so weird. Oh my God. I don't know how this is going to work. But if I sit here, I'm sorry, I feel like I keep coming back here without giving you guys the real tea or like what you came here for. But he came in, he's just stepped out of the house a bit. But my camera just looks too conspicuous. Like it's just sitting on my table and the lens is just staring you directly in the face. Before he comes in, what can I use to mask my camera? Now I wish I had a GoPro or something a little more, you know, hidden. I don't know what to do at this point. It would be weird to put a wrapper, a blanket on top of my camera. It would be so weird. So I'm even thinking of changing position because sometimes I vlog on my table. So could he think that I was vlogging before he came in? If I sit down here, you might not be able to see him. And my bed hasn't been made, right? So I piled the blanket and pillows on this end so that he will not have to sit there when he comes in. So I just kind of created an open space so that he just automatically sits on the open part of the bed. This camera is just like bam, bam, bam. I'm just going to scatter stuff around my table so that it kind of gets his attention off the camera, so that he just thinks the camera is just randomly sitting here. So I brought out my lenses. What's funny? A few questions I want to ask. Is it possible for people that have different views about certain things to be married?
It's absolutely normal. Because, number one, people have visions, different ways they see life. His marriage are joined two visions together. You understand what I'm trying to say? Now, are you asking how does it work, or how I need to?
Okay, like in our case, we have different views on certain things.
I'm happy you did not say something else. That's, maybe vision about prosperity, about spirituality, which on a very good day shouldn't be a problem, should be least of our worries. That just clearly shows that the situation at hand is just unnecessary, because it's not something that should have brought up any argument in the first place. It's not a vision of how we're going to build our children. It's not a vision of the major core things in the family. Is there any other thing again?
I mean, nothing serious.
Thank God there's no other thing that you're coming to tell me.
Marriage is too hard. If the most minute things will make you argue or quarrel, so when bigger things now come, what will now happen?
Are you seeing this as a function of marriage being difficult, is bad? If you cannot point another thing and say this one no, that means
No, you know when sometimes when one thing happens, it looks like it's one thing, but there are times when you look at one issue, it relates, like the hand stretches out into other areas. So most times you might be looking at something as it's just one piece of information. Meanwhile, the thing has leg, head, different webs.
I'm happy for one thing, that you've not mentioned infidelity here. You've not mentioned that I don't know how the normal social vices that and you don't try to see that these things are the littlest of things that are supposed to be giving us problems. I don't want to use my mouth to be saying marriage is difficult, marriage is this. I want to use my mouth to be proclaiming good, because there's power and life in the tongue, and the way we envision our spouse. God knows I have vivid, clear imaginations towards you. Just for example, the other day, Biggie brought in one Venza. I was looking at the Venza, Abby was there, and the first thing that came to my mind, may God just bless me with better money. May I carry this Venza, give my wife, collect that Lexus for your hand. I don't ever sit down and start thinking this woman, this, that.
We just had a full conversation for over 30 minutes and I wasn't recording. Oh my God. Oh my God.
One eternity later.
You're looking, you're so lost. Yeah. So did you know I was trying to prank you here?
When was this? I don't remember.
What if you don't remember?
Please,
you don't remember this day?
Use my mouth to be saying marriage is difficult, marriage is this. I want to use my mouth to be proclaiming good. Okay. Because
why did you say okay, oh, preacher boy? Why did you say okay? Because now so you they preach. So you didn't know I was trying to prank you. So let me ask you. You know the last time I pranked you, you were looking at the lens and people were saying it was a setup. People were saying you knew that I was filming because your eye was, how your eye would just swipe through, and I think you were always looking at the, like your eye would just
but
pass.
I never knew what was
but you never knew what was going on. So this time around, I'll leave a picture somewhere here. I spread my lenses on the table, and I put other things on the table so that it will kind of distract him, because I just felt like the camera was facing us directly too much, so I didn't want him to, figure that out. Then why is it that you don't like to wear shit? God, they can't film prank video with you because you're always shirtless. See how I cut your body off. make we not see they see your boobs. I mean boobs no be something wey men they cover. Men no they cover boobs. Would you mind if I show your chest?
So now I'll be afraid now when I'm in the house because at any time you can be recording.
No. Would you mind if your boobs are showing? Like I just want to know from a
Don't
personal,
leave it like that.
but from a personal point of view.
Don't show my boobs.
Okay,
I
why?
don't have boobs.
No, I mean your chest. That's what I mean. Is it a problem? I don't know.
get-
Coming from a man's point of view, I don't know. It's just something that you don't mind showing at any time. Like, can you just be on the vlog and your chest is just there? Is it something that bothers you? Because remember the last time I pranked you, I told you to wear shirts. I'm also surprised that you. Do you remember? I was even telling people before the video. I said Mr. Man doesn't wear shirts. No. You were wearing your shirt when you came in. So I said don't remove your shirts because he was already like. Phew. I was like no, don't bother removing the shirt. So did you know that I was trying to kind of drag the
I didn't notice anything. I was just.
but what I'm saying, I was trying to drag the silent treatment a bit so that the prank will enter. The purpose of this prank was not achieved. You know.
How?
Because the whole idea
what
was
were you trying to achieve?
exactly. I was trying to do similar to what I did the last time. What I was going to do, but this time around, I was going to say that I'd already called, and I wanted to just leave the house. I think this is where the prank got messed up, because I called you, and you sat down, and the first thing you did was laugh. Why did you laugh? That actually messed the prank up.
I always laugh.
Yeah. Let me show you.
What's funny? A few questions I want to ask.
Because what was funny at that point? What as in what did they make you they laugh? Not be say we they laugh
Because I know
before.
that I won't enter court.
This man.
A few questions I want
And I tried to hold my laugh. Can you see? Can you say I tried to?
What's funny? A few questions I want to ask.
But I feel that it's okay, people. So that is the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I will see you in my next one. Bye. Don't come on, shit.